Okay, guys, welcome back to another cast with Trendfollowing. Tyson, I don't know, markets are kind of funny looking because it's earning. We're in the peak of earning season right now, so I expect the markets to be looking a little shaky, so to speak. Activity to be a little earnings biased. I think the market activity is going to be based on earnings, most for the most part. Some of the trends are going to be still consistent though, and we're going to be tracking them. We're going to be tracking the uptrends that are still breaking out, and we're going to stick to the process. So before we do that, let's jump into a quote from Alexander Elder. All right, so the goal of a successful trader is to make the best trades. Money is secondary. The goal of a successful trader is to make the best trades. Money is secondary. I was reading a quote on Twitter today, and it was from a well-known, one of the more profitable, proven traders. Because I think for you to be a profitable, proven trader, you need to be kind of like a full-time trader. You need to show some consistency in your process over a few years worth of time. So Alexander Elder is very well known, and he kind of symbolizes himself as a surfer in the markets. And I heard some traders on Twitter today talking about taking down their P&L. Because if you take your P&L down, making money secondary, you can just focus on the best trades. Okay, and that's what the focus is here on this show. Is we like to focus on the best trades, the best entries for trends, and the best trends. Okay? And we need to hold those winners, cut those losers. Alright, so over your career, and this quote has a lot to kind of intertwines with another quote from Larry Hite, speaking that there's good trades and there's bad trades. You can make money on bad trades, but you don't want to make a history of your career making bad trades. You don't want to make a habit of making bad trades. Coming into Alexander Elder's quote, the goal of a successful trader is to make the best trades. And you want to make a habit of making the best trades. That way in your career you go accustomed to making the best trades. Okay? You don't grow into making bad habits of trading because it's the risk of ruin. Okay? So the goal of a successful trader is to make the best trades. Money is secondary. So trade light. Trade light. That way you can be less emotional in your positions. Okay? So let's get into the trend picture. We have ARWR breaking out. A lot of build up here. All right? And we're getting ready to break out of this. So I like this with the buy at I like this with the buy at 17 and the stop at 16.50. Okay? If this can't keep going, if this can't turn this into to support, so to speak. 16.45 with a buy at 17, buy stop at 17, breaking out at 17. All right? You can see this range here is from 16.15 to 17.45, 17.50. It's like $1.50 range. Okay, so if you enter at 17, give yourself a stop below 16. Give yourself some space. All right, ARWR for the breakouts. So set a buy stop on ARWR to trigger you inside that move, and then stop yourself out in case this doesn't hold up support here. All right, a breakout. This should be breaking out and then turning this into support. ARWR, CNSL. I remember showing you guys this stock not too long ago. Alright, we approached the 200-day moving average here, kind of denied it. This is a good buying point in my opinion. It was a good buying point when this first green candle came in, to just show you that we're pulling back up you could still buy this thing now, and I think it's going to approach this 200-day moving average or approach this higher high. Okay? Stop yourself out at 1250. So I like to buy this price here and to continue on, to get inside this move here. You can't always wait for moves to pull back or to see this, so watch what happens on the open here. Okay? And then if it pulls back, watch the pullback, because it might go from red to green, or it just might just have a just continuation. Okay? I like CNSL for continuation tomorrow. CLSN, this thing has a super market cap. Super market cap here on this stock. I'm not sure why it's so cheap. As you see, it's on the 5-year, it's just kind of down trend. We've seen so many stocks here. We've seen so many stocks here come with this down trend. Okay? TNDM to be one of them. Alright? 5-year downtrend, and on the 1-year time frame, we start to show some higher highs. I like this thing. Alright? I like the higher highs here. I like the upside here. Okay? Alright? I like the upside here. So CLSN, definitely let's take a shot here on this. Stop ourselves out. If we can't turn this into support, which we already have, but if this won't hold support, okay, fine. But perfect buying point right now, as we're at the support level of this little structure. Remember I told you guys stocks gapping up, holding prices. We're holding price here. So let's give us a stop out below this. 275, a quarter stop, which is a nice. Alright, so let's see what happens with that. I like an entry on that now and see where prices go. May consolidate for a little bit. We'll see what happens, but definitely some upside, and definitely if you connect all the lower points on the chart here, lower point of the chart, 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 lower point of the chart. So right now we're buying on the low point. We're making good entries, as Alexander Elder would say. Making a good entry on support on a stock that's curling basically on a 1-year time frame, setting higher highs and lows. We're buying on the lows basically. Alright, so I like CLSN. NIHD, I remember showing you guys this stock coming into the week. Man, what did I tell you guys? I said this stock was pulling back, and I said this was a good buying point. Well, look at what happened there. And I feel terrible because I didn't make money on this. I just have this margin account, and sometimes it's hard to get out where I want to, get out and have money to buy where I want to buy. And I've been trying to buy this thing since Monday and just wasn't able to clear up. But all in all said, like I was saying, this was a beautiful buy as we were watching the pullback, and I said as soon as greens come in, I think we saw some green coming in here, and I said, all right, buys on. And perfect buy, perfect move there. Up 25% on NIHD. Shows you what this show is all about. What we're all about here in Trend Following, man. All about the big coins. All about following these big moves. We totally saw this thing happening. We totally showed you guys all of this. We totally saw this rounding structure on the 5-year. I even go back further. We totally saw this, and I didn't know how much it was going to cover, but I figured it was going to continue to round. If you go back and check the last show, we knew this stock was going to continue to round and have these higher highs here. So, boom, there it is, man. Totally. On NIHD, just confirmed. All right, there goes good entries. Let me go back and show you real quick. Here goes good entries. Here goes good entries with Alexander Elders talking all about here. Here goes good entries, man. The stock started pulling back here, and as soon as the green candle started coming in, I said, this is a buy, guys. I like this long here, and boom, straight up. Beautiful stuff on that thing today, man. Beautiful stuff. Soon as this green and these greens started coming in, we knew it was a buy, and we knew this structure would continue with higher highs and lows, and man, absolute winner. ENDP. I'm just showing you guys everything that's kind of resilient against this earnings thing right now, okay? HEAR, TNDM, Intelsat. I'll show you guys Intelsat next. I like ENDP to just continue over this, set a higher high. We're at the kind of lower low of this thing here, which would have been here at 1151. So we haven't covered a lot of space since then. So still at the lower lows of this structure. We're still entering at safe zones here. All right. We're buying next near this moving average. Okay. Stop yourself out below that MA. All right. But we're respecting this moving average right now. So we're buying in a safe zone. All right. Just try to follow this upside here on ENDP. All right. Give you guys a 5-day time frame. So stop yourself out below this MA here, this moving average, because as you see, we bounced on it, bounced on it, bounced on it, tried to bounce on it here, and we should, if prices do anything, it should do, at least it should do is bounce here. Okay. I'd say below 1140. So I like a long on that. Now, remember what I told you guys about prices gapping up and holding price? As you see, slight gap up here, and then just higher highs coming in. So ENDP for continuation. All right. GLW looking like a wonderful long right now. Let's see what it's doing here. All right. Let's pan out. You guys know good trend following. It's panning out in your time frame, understanding what a stock is doing, where it's going. All right. So we're curling up, man. Huge run here. Huge run from 2016 until now. Just huge run. Just ridiculous. Remember, you guys know from watching the show, we necessarily do not have to wait. We don't necessarily have to wait for these things to cross these levels here. We don't necessarily have to wait. When we notice the higher highs, when we notice the downtrend's done, and then the pull and the higher highs are starting to come in, we can take entries. Respectful entries, preferably at the bottom parts, at the pullbacks. When we notice the higher highs and lows, we could take entries. Okay. I hate waiting for pullbacks. I just don't like to trade like that. That's just not my way of trading. I just don't like waiting on pullbacks. All right, but you see here, buy this thing on this moving average the whole time. At any time this thing touched the moving average was a good buy for you. Okay. Now it pulled below the MA a little bit, but we're curling. This thing's back on. Look for a move. Higher highs to start setting. First we'll cross above this, which is not even hard to do here. Cross above that. All right. Above 30 with this little higher high here. Knock that out. And then prices just continue here. We'll see what happens. All right. GLW. Beautiful upside on that thing, man. Some of the higher prices it's had in the last 5 years. So watch that thing for continuation. KKR I like. It's the Dr. Pepper company. I believe so. As you see, price is looking really well here. Just curled and rallied. Let's pull up a time frame here. 1 year. Alright, so you see this thing sitting at the top there. Let's pan in a little bit tighter. Alright, so I like this thing for continuation. Beautiful buy in my opinion. And you see price is starting to like make this little wedge here, right? See, prices are starting to like sort of wedge here. All right. Boom. And then you get the picture on the bottom half, right? Price is just wedging here. Okay. So I like this to break out of this little area and just for continuation. Alright. So I like that for continuation and just continue out through this. You can set a buy stop on this thing through this higher high here. But actually, I like it where it's at now. This is a good buying spot, okay? We're at the lower point. You see all these lower lows on the chart? We already been connecting lower lows. So just imagine these lower lows. There's one there, and then here's another one. So we're kind of really tight inside of price action. I like for continuation on that to the upside in the next few days. We'll see what happens next week or so, next day or so, next 2 days, next week, next month. All right. MNK is a long that we're enjoying. And we're enjoying FNKO and Intelsat as well. We're enjoying HEAR. I'll put all those in the comment section. That way you guys can, whoever's first time viewing, kind of can just have an idea of that. Alright. So MNK still curling up off the bottom there. We're not trying to catch tops and bottoms. All we're doing is just taking the signals. You just heard from Alexander Elder. Good trading over time. And good trading is just taking your damn signal. Alright? Just take your signal. That's good trading. Remember we showed you guys MNK crossing over the 200-day moving average. Alright, and there you see it. Crossing right over the 200-day. There you see MNK right there crossing over the 200-day moving average. So, you know, business as usual. Business as usual. Let me find, I got another ticker in here. Let me find it really fast. So I got, look at him, I like MNK to cross. We showed you it crossing over the 200-day moving average. Even before it crossed that 200-day moving average, we were already looking at MNK. Okay? Showed you guys CNSL, wonderful stock. Showed you guys what happened with NIHD today. That was just, you know, I still like CDMO. I still like CERS. Okay? All wonderful stocks right now. Alright. Funko still an absolute wonderful long. ENPH. Let me break down a glance on ENPH real quick, because I have some trend followers that are trading that, and I also have a long in there. If you're looking at ENPH, in my opinion, it's a beautiful buy at this point. It's still sitting in this little area, just hovering, hasn't set another higher high yet, but as you see, this stock kind of moves on its own basis. Alright, but it's still, this is where, this kind of position you need patience, because this position is just steadily, you know, it's rounding like NIHD, and NIHD took a while to set another higher high as well. So I like this point though. I like it holding this price level here, 650, and we'll see if it holds this tomorrow for the rest, you know, for this next time, and see when these next higher highs come in. Okay, so if you're long on the ENPH, I like it to hold this. All right, and I like it to hold this level here too. What is this? 650, 640. Okay, so still give it some time. Let this stock play out. As you see, it has pullbacks all inside this chart. So this stock does pull back and then set higher highs. All right. So I like ENPH for continuation. I like for it just to hold those prices. Not sure what it's going to do. I'm not a predictor. I don't predict what stocks are going to do. I like Intelsat. Nice green candle coming in here. So I like this thing to hold this area. This lower part of the chart. As you see, this is the lower portion. Just set some new space in there. Alright. Would have been better at around 1850, 1875. And we're at 1950 now. So let's see what this stock does. I like for it to continue. Start setting some more higher highs. I like for it to hold price there. Alright. So Intelstats are looking like a good long. Looking like a good long. TNDM had some pullback. HEAR had some pullback today. Still wonderful stocks. Very wonderful stocks. See, just a regular pullback on HEAR, and you know, this thing will probably continue again. Probably won't knock this down tomorrow, but it will probably close green, and you'll probably see some green coming in here very soon. All right, kind of dip below this whole little structure it was holding up. See, it was holding this structure really well. Dip below that a little bit, but it's still holding this structure. All right, so that's a beautiful buy spot on HEAR in my opinion. All right. Buying pullbacks and long-term uptrends. We learned that from Larry Tintorelli. Alright, so I'll see you guys. Trade safe. Manage that risk in any case, alright? Alright. Keep trading these home runs and making good trades, as Alexander Elder said. Keep making good trades through your career, and things will look up. So we're loving what we're doing here, and we'll just keep following the big moves. All right. Keep taking good signals and good entries.